better stop. Standing on my money, dog.
It's Week 13 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see DK Metcalf, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Seahawks and the Bears, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, the streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. A quick throw out wide to Mooney. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 46, here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll They'll try and start this drive in the air. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now a play fake here on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The CD here, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they saw some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Walker. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And this is exactly the kind of drive you're hoping for out of the gates. They're mixing the run and the pass well, keeping this defense off balance early. And they're on the march.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. As they've got it as we resume action. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 2. Now they'll change things around before the snap. 2nd and 2. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Chicago works their way. For their second drive of the game. And Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A game there of 30 big ones.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
and it's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man, complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
DK Metcalf
with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive. Team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 20.
A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again.
We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain it?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him. Maybe even have a 3rd person in the area and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his. Because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free, because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okuwebe now.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. They go play action here on first down.
We'll get that to Charbonnet.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now back to throw.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. But the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And now running up, moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. His throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Up the middle, here's Walker. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go, strike.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
There's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here.
Looking deep here for Mooney.
But that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Chicago!
Darnell Mooney.
67 yards.
And the Bears are back within a score.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's got his man on the out route. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They're going to look to throw.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
18, high here. 60 Maverick.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes...
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment.
They'll set up a throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
First down, Seahawks.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They run again with Walker.
Yeah, good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 102 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
5 plays there on that drive.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears now ready to take over again. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll set up to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained. Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Listen, when you're at this point of the game, all options are on the table. 4th down, they say, we've got to go for it. And what a play they come up with. Big yardage there to keep the drive alive.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And quickly they get to the line. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Again he'll drop to throw. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
They'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. I've got to slow down the running.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And this defense rejuvenated, apparently, as they drop him behind the line again.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw.
And we'll find the open man. That's complete.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Walker. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Again, it's Walker. Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Now a run with Walker. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So now the Bears down by 7, 20 seconds to go. They've got to go the full 80 yards, and they've got to do it quick as they come up on 1st down.
Let's go now. Check.
He's back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll have a quick 1st down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Well, this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
That one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah,
First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the southwest eating fufu. And a hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broke and barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I evade valet stores. Couldn't pay Nowadays, all the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks. From Mercedes, I research Chukwueze. Then my babies, label hit be trying to sway me. Pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me, I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership of drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I